My name is Adrian Moir. I'm the Technical Director for EMEA for BakBone Software, and today we're going to be talking about virtualization and the impact it has on data protection.
Adrian, hi. How do you think that virtualization has affected the corporate environment today?
Virtualization as a technology can be used across all business sizes, from small to the enterprise, and it helps those businesses consolidate their data protection and also their application needs. So what benefits they get are usually started off at the smaller end of the scale by producing virtualization infrastructure for file and print and general services. But what we see is a growing trend in the expansion of virtualization in a business. As they grow that structure, what we find is that they start to want to deploy more mission-critical applications. So as the virtualization infrastructure grows, although it becomes more flexible and more cost-effective for them, they start to have certain impacts upon what they need to do for data protection. The more mission-critical applications they put into that environment, the more they need to think about the appropriate protection for the data sets.
So what challenges do you think these impacts have had?
Well, the impacts of virtualization produce several challenges that we see. So when people actually start on the journey of virtualization, they usually start with something small and relatively low impact on the business. So maybe just file and print and general services, Active Directory and DNS for example. But as the infrastructure grows within a business, they'll start to want to deploy more mission critical applications. So when we look at the challenge around data protection, although it's quite easy to do the smaller stuff and use traditional methods with a server client-based technology, as they start to scale up into the larger applications that are more mission critical, what they'll find is that they want to have something that gives them a better method of protection and a faster method of recovery. So those traditional methods aren't always appropriate for the more mission critical solutions.
So how can data protection benefit, do you think, from virtualization technology today?
Well, the virtualization technologies themselves give us a set of tools that we can leverage against and actually benefit the business by producing more consistent data backups with better recovery options. So rather than using the traditional methods, we can actually employ methods, for example, that are supplied by VMware's API for data protection. We can do full server images that can be stored away to disk and recalled very quickly. So in that way we can actually provision the use of machines straight back into their virtual infrastructure again in the event of a problem. But also we mustn't forget the need for granular data backup and recovery as well. It's not always that we want to recover a whole machine. We might want to think about recovering individual file sets, even a mailbox. So having those options there are just as important as being able to look after the machines themselves. And of course the other cost benefits we get alongside virtualization with data protection, being able to leverage those APIs. We can have a centralized system that will actually save money in the data protection side as well as the virtualization side. So these would be one of the driving benefits of virtualization within a company, to look at the way that things we can actually save costs. And one of the other things we need to look at is where we're going to put the data as well. So if we're talking about cost saving, putting all these virtual machines that we're now backing up and protecting, putting them into disk-based storage, we need to start thinking about technologies like deduplication that can actually help us save the amount of storage while maintaining a good level of protection in this environment.
Adrian, thank you.
Thank you very much.